Welcome to the Senior Podcast. Seniors will be reflecting on our time at high school and the legacy we will leave behind. Last week we talked about how it felt coming back into the building after COVID and adjusting the new school system program. Today we will discuss our experience as seniors and reflecting on our experience as Titans overall. Today joining me are Josh Yoakley, Quaylen, Maurice, Destiny, Aminata, Serenity, and Nan. Let's talk about how the school changed in 4 years. For me, it just changed so much since I was thinking I would have a normal high school experience, but overall, I just got to experience high school for like 3 years and a half. And then after that, it was a bit of a challenge, but then in the end, I just made it. And then I got some programs inside of the school and outside of the school. The school changed so much on the inside, the colors, the paintings, everything else. When we had no more Kumbaling, it was just a big change because every student was mostly encouraged from Kumbalings. So then having them gone, it just changed so much for them.
When they painted over the student murals, I felt like they disrespected the students because they worked very hard for that. I did not agree with the logo change at all. Um, I agree too that without Cuban Links, they took away the community because Cuban Links always been a part of the community. I understand that the school is planning for future students, but at the same time, like we still are in this building, and you still have a lot of students that have to graduate. I learned a lot. I learned that 1 minute we can be a community, the next minute we could be a STEAM. And really, when all this change happened, ain't none of my peers or none of my other classmates were included in the changes. We just came to school with the changes.
My 3 years went, cause I ain't even go. Well, really 2 years, 'cause I wasn't even really going to school. My 2 years coming back, it was like everything changed, like everything wasn't the same no more. I think that's disrespectful. Also, painting over the student murals after we done worked hard putting that stuff on the setting it up. I think that's disrespectful painting over it. And changing Cuban links. I think that's just making the school more dry and making it more boring. Cause there's nothing to do. You just sit. I understand the school is planning for future students, but they also have to focus that on the students that's graduating from the school, not just students coming in. Students need to graduate too. Some students need to graduate, get up out the school too. So you can't just focus on one specific group of students.
I feel like it was disrespected to paint over the mural because we work hard on it. I feel like they just want the money for real. They don't even care about the students for all the school. So I feel like it was disrespectful to paying for it. And the Cooper Links was like the best thing that ever happened to us because we get to interact with different students. Like, when they took that away, it feel like it's nothing to do. Like the school is like way dry at the end.
How things changed in the 4 years. I was here only for two, but like for the 2 years, like junior and senior year in Uplift, like it was like changes because there's some art stuff out there in like the second and third floor, but then they removed that to like some paintings. There was no more Kumba Links organization, which I didn't really heard of, but until like this year happened when I heard about it. So, but the planning for future students, they kept talking about me, showing me about college classes and like what college you want to go to, the star scholarships and war level.
So over my 4 years of being here, I could definitely say it changed a lot. Um, like everyone else said with the murals, I know I wasn't here when they did the murals, but like seeing them every day in the hall, it was really like it felt like a community school. It felt really energizing to be in here. So painting over them was kind of like upsetting to see all the students' hard work just like painted over. And white is a boring color, so that was kind of annoying. Um, Kumba Links, like everyone else said, Kumba Links really like brought the community feel to the school. So when they left, like we lost a lot of activities and opportunities. So that was like really hard to deal with. Um, and I also feel like the school, once again, like everyone else said, is focusing on current or future students. So they're not really like thinking about, hey, the seniors or juniors would really enjoy this as well. It's more of like thinking about what they could do for the freshmen and sophomores. It's like pushing us out of the picture in a way. And we didn't really have a say in a lot of the stuff that happened, like the innovation lab, taking away the library, the paintings. So it's just like really depressing and annoying to be in the school.
In the past 4 years, we had a lot of changes, and like everyone have said, the painting was really upsetting because I felt like that what makes this school a whole community, makes it us get to connect with the other students who have been here. When we see that, oh my God, this artworks over here actually done by students like us, we get to relate to it. But when they take that down, they take that up from it away from us, and the fact that they didn't really include us in the decision process really it was upsetting. And I get that they're trying to make it more inclusive for the other students coming in, but us students who are here, we're the one who's gonna really spread the word that we're like, oh my, this school is good, this is the reason why I should come here. So I feel like you should start with the people you have already by making it, including the decision choices with them, because we're the one who's gonna go out and talk about the school and talk about why we like it so much. If we're saying negative stuff about it, you're not really gonna get all these people to come here. So you cannot just focus on the people outside. You have to just focus on the people inside too. And when Kumbalink was taken away, I was really shocked because we weren't expecting that. We always used to Kumbalinks. Even before summer of my freshman year, I came over there and I came through I was doing Kumbalinks. That's how I met a lot of these students before I even start freshman year. So it was really nice to connect with the student outside of like actual school starting. So I think that experience too, you're taking it away from the student because we get to interact with each other before even starting school. We get to get to know each other so that when we get to the experience in school starting, we already built connections, we already know each other. So by taking Kumbalinks away, I feel like that community, that interaction with each other was also taken away. And I also think the fact that they talk about the library being taken away was really pissed me off because honestly, you guys are encouraging students to not use their phones so much and you're taking away the library from us. Like, of course, what they're going to be doing all day is computers and being on their phone. The library was the calming environment where we all get to relax, enjoy ourselves. Like, we don't need 2 game rooms, no offense. We really don't. We have 2 game rooms. I feel like the library, at least make a new room with libraries because the library was really like a relaxing place for us. And you guys take it away. Now everywhere is either you all 24/7, there's yelling and screaming in the game room. So we don't have that peaceful quiet no more. We don't need 2 game rooms.
I feel like my experience was the same as everyone else with like how they feel like kind of left out with the changing the logos and like covering up the murals because I feel like with that they really did make us a community school and like it was very pretty to look at, like walking classes and stuff like that. You could see the other things what people put on a wall, so like wouldn't be like staring at a blank wall like we're in like a insane asylum. So it's kind of like it was like really sad when they took that away. I felt like the same thing with Kubalinks because I know like my brothers and Pastor did and hear like, oh, your brother did this and did that. It was like kind of cool. And the same thing, and then like that, them taking Kubalinks away kind of felt like the community was like, kind of left out. And with the same thing, I know they're like trying to focus on people coming in, but it's like we're still here, so they should like want to focus about everybody.
Let's talk about how our senior year is right now. My current year as a senior, it changed me a lot right now because I didn't believe I would be doing too much for my senior year, and it really shaped me even more. Looking back at my previous years, I'll say I grew even more and more stronger because it really helped me become more successful and more understandable of everything around me, especially every classes of what I took helped me understand those situations in the real world. My college credit, it's really helping me out so much because with those, I can get to a more good college. And then once they see that in my record, I don't have to be like waiting there for like a whole long time. I can just go for like a 3 or 2 years in a 4-year college. And then that's really helping me out so much.
Current year, it was going okay. It was better than the first 2 years. I know that. Looking back at previous school years, I'll say freshman year was probably the most exciting, very new and different. So far, early college classes, they've been kind of fun. I earned some credits. It's fun getting out the building.
Current year, feel like it's a big thing for me because I get to like be more independent and focus on my work. And looking back at like previous years, low key it was horrible for the past 3 years. I ain't gonna cap to y'all.
My current year has been alright. Honestly, I was expecting it to be a lot less work compared to all the other years because it's a senior year and I wasn't really expecting a lot of things we have to do to graduate. Still, thought it just we graduate and that's it. But I realized there's a lot more into like that goes into just we have to graduate. Looking back at the previous years, I didn't say I learned a lot, especially from freshman year to now. I've said a lot of things have changed for me. I've become a lot more outgoing and I've grown and put myself out there a lot. Normally, I would not have done that, especially freshman year. So I've said personally, I've grown a lot mentally and socially. I really like the early college opportunities because it gets to give us college credit. You also get to see what kind of workload it is to when you go to college because it's an actual college class we're taking through the colleges. So especially like some professors, we get to see how college professors are like. So it's a good hands-on experience where we also get to like earn college credits for it.
Currently in my senior year, I think it's all right. I definitely had more fun in my previous school years. Like everyone else said, I didn't expect to have that much work. I thought senior year was going to be kind of chill. With the early college stuff, I liked it for the time being and then realized I wasn't I wasn't able to really like focus on what I was doing in high school since I was so busy like trying to pass those classes. It's not for everybody, but I like the opportunity that it gave me. It gave me a head start for when I am prepared to go to college and when I get into college. So I really like that.
With me, I feel like my current experience was fine. It's just like looking back on like the workload we had last year, our previous year, and now is kind of a lot because I am doing some college classes, which is like kind of help me prepare for like a view for what, like how college really gonna be. So it's like helping me get ahead, which I like. My current year is kind of fine. Just trying to get through it. Keep pushing myself to like pass and stuff like that in my classes. So it could like, so oh yeah, she doing all her work and all that. So it'd be like I can't get into college I want to. So it's kind of good.
Let's discuss how Embarked helped us get ready for college and the fun field trips they also took us on. Choosing and applying colleges. For me, that was a big decision for me. Even as I started from junior year, I just kept thinking of what college I should go to and which college could accept me, including with my grades and GPA. With Embark, it kind of helped me get a bit distracted away from it, which was a good thing, but also didn't want to get too distracted. But thanks to Embark, I kind of got to experience new things from it and new trips where we always go.
Same for me really. Since I took some college classes, it's helping me like choosing and applying for colleges. But right now, it is pretty hard looking for colleges. In fact, that I attended Uplift Community. Well, my bad, Uplift STEAM High School. So yeah, that's it.
So my experience for senior year is pretty all right because all my teachers be preparing me for life after high school and for college. And then also by that too, we had a little some fun. Like they'd be taking us for my Embark teacher. She would be taking us to some pretty cool field trips. Like there was one we went to like a maze, and we was like playing around and like had a little like a playground, and that was a really fun field trip that I went to. And then after that, you know, she prepared me for my college, like which one you want to go to, like what scholarship you want to go to, and then like what we're gonna do after that. And for my early college and earning college credits, I did earn some college credits during senior year. Like I did got some for computer science and also for Spanish 102.
For me, when I was choosing my colleges, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, so it was easier to choose like colleges based on what I wanted. So, but Embark did help with that, like making sure we already applied, getting the application process done. Enjoy the fact that we get to have that little assistant. Even now, I feel like the fact that we don't have Embark anymore is kind of sad, I guess, because there are a lot of questions and like a lot of things that we have still because the application process is not done yet. Like we still have to choose the colleges, we still have to do a lot of stuff, and I feel like the fact that we don't have Embark now, this is all done on our own time. So we as a student have to actually be responsible and put the time aside to make sure we finish all the stuff and requirements we have to do for the colleges.
Choosing and applying for schools wasn't that hard since we had Embark, the program. We got to go on a lot of field trips and learn a lot of different things about life after high school. So that was fun.
So we had our Embark first semester, which was like kind of easy for us because it helped us with getting ready to apply for colleges and stuff like that. And now we don't have Embark this semester. It's kind of hard because we still have to like choose our colleges that we want to like venture off to in the world and kind of like have that independency for ourselves and not like being around each other, which is kind of hard.
How do we feel about graduating? I didn't really think I would make it this far as a senior because I would always think, oh, we're just going to graduate. That's it. But then we also have this other things like caps and gowns, our caps, and events that us seniors will go to. So I never really expected that too much as seniors.
So preparing for graduation and other events for me, especially for seniors, is that at first they be preparing us for these our war letters, and then in our decision day that's coming up of to finalize like what college we're gonna go to. Like for me, I'm going to Wilbur Wright for the engineering, and I don't know about the others, but they're about to say what they're gonna go to for their final.
Me preparing for graduation, I'm just ready to get up out to the school. I ain't gonna lie.
Low key, graduating is like a big thing for me. So my family could like see me as like graduate. Yeah, I just ready to get about this school. I ain't gonna cap to you. I just ready to get out of here.
Preparing for graduation, honestly, like most of the people said, I'm really done and I just want to graduate and just be done with this already because I'm not going to miss having to wake up early. I am going to miss having some of my friends. I'm going to miss some of the teacher interactions. So that would be like sad to just have to not get used to that anymore and realize, oh my God, these people are no longer in my life. But yeah.
Preparing for graduation, I'm not as nervous as I thought I would be. I am gonna like miss my friends and everything like that and my teachers, but yeah.
Prepared for graduation, like kind of everybody said, I'm just like ready to get out here. I mean, I'm gonna miss some like the teachers and my friends because like they kind of helped me get to where I am now, which is I'm gonna miss their support. And it's kind of easy because I am doing college credits, like everybody said, so it's kind of like figuring which college is gonna accept that. So it's kind of cool.
Thank you for your insights today, everyone. And thanks, as always, to our listeners for joining us on this journey. Next week, we'll be talking about graduating and moving on, and the legacy we want to leave at Uplift.